Hello everyone, hope all of you are fine. Right now I am at New Jalpaiguri railway station foot-over bridge, and if you are going to board any train here, you have to get on this bridge because there is a massive freight here. Our train 12523 New Jalpaiguri New Delhi Express is going to depart at 8:25, and I'll explore all the details and everything in this particular journey, like how the run is, how the punctuality is. I have also ordered online food right at the beginning of the journey because the train will be reaching Katihar by 12 o'clock, so I don't want to miss it, and I will be keeping it light, but I'll share the experience how it is. If you're boarding the train over here, then the best is to get water bottle here itself because it will be sold at MRP. Let's get to the platform now. Let me get the bottle of water and let's board our train 12523 New Jalpaiguri Super Fast Express. So I've just come to my coach, and this is my coach over here, and I'm going to board over here because in front there is no shade, and even though my seat is close to that particular entrance, but I'm boarding here because I'll get wet and I don't want to get wet while we start the journey itself. If you're going for first AC or A1 coach, then you just go from within, then it is interconnected and you won't get wet. Let's get inside and let me keep my luggage first, and then we will see the departure of our train. So finally settled down, kept my luggage, and it has started to rain more heavier now. So it has been raining from early morning quite a lot, and this time monsoon, I think the rain is really very nice and heavy. Let's see how the journey unfolds, because when there is too much of a rain, then the only thing that can be shown is the rain. The details about the train, the fare and all these things will be mentioned on the screen, so watch the video in full so you will get the complete information also. If in case you still have any questions, please feel free to ask through the comment section. And one important thing, if in case you are coming to the cloakroom and you are keeping your luggage, then the charges is 200 rupees for 24 hours. So that is quite expensive, I would say, because generally the cloakroom charge is ranging between 15, 20 to 50 rupees. I'm not sure what is the extra feature. When I asked, it is just a simple cage locker and it looks better, but that's how it is. Let's see the departure now, and the cleanliness right at the start is a big question mark. The train has been resting yesterday for whole day, and yet it is not super clean, or I should say top notch clean. And we are starting the journey. Now this train will be going till Delhi, then tomorrow from Delhi it will return back to New Jalpaiguri, stay overnight, again depart for Delhi, come back from Delhi. And Friday is the day when this train actually rests. Yet this is not clean, and I am doing a journey on Saturday. So that's how it is. Let's see the departure now. While we are waiting for our departure, Northeast Express has arrived at platform number 3, and it has arrived on time. And the other train which following it has arrived is Darjeeling Mail, a very famous and legendary train from Howrah. Actually, it starts from Sialda, which is another important station in Kolkata. So after this, our train actually departed 5 minutes delayed from New Jalpaiguri, and this is our departure. Now I'll show you the fare. So the fare will come on the screen so that you would get to know what is the fare of our train of different classes. This train has 3AC economy, 3AC, 2AC, first AC and sleeper class. So following is the fare along with the departure.
नहीं सर, लीव सर्टिफिकेट दिया है, इसमें मेरे सामने दिया है।
So that was the fair detail about our train of different classes. This train has very high demand and pretty much it runs full all through the year. Even if you find last moment seats empty, it would be generally in first AC or 2 AC. I doubt even in 2 AC it would be empty, because if someone is not boarding from New Jalpaiguri, definitely from stations beyond New Jalpaiguri, someone would be definitely boarding. So the seats remaining empty after chart preparation is almost next to impossible kind of thing, unless something different happens or some rare scenario happens. Now let me show you the river on which this city is based. It is a very magnificent river, and since there is a lot of rain that has fallen on this particular city, I think the water should be quite a lot. Let's see how that is, following which we will explore our journey. Our first stop is Kishanganj, and let's see when we arrive over there also. So the train is performing a fantastic run, and the river which I showed you is the Mahadanda river. So I hope you enjoyed the flow of water in that, and it is raining also quite nicely outside. So I decided that I'll have my breakfast because before boarding the train I wasn't in the mood to take breakfast. So I'll quickly have my breakfast. If in case you want to have breakfast, then this train doesn't have pantry car. They are selling samosa and other stuffs, but nothing significant as in like in a breakfast. So if you, in case you want to get something from outside at New Jalpaiguri itself, better get it. And just like how I got the water bottle, you can get anything on the station also. Mostly all the stuffs will be sold at M1. I'll quickly finish the breakfast and then we will see when we reach our first stop, that is Kishanganj. So I've just completed with my breakfast, and we have just skipped Abari Road Junction, and there was some track work going on, so that is why initially the train was slow. And the interesting thing happened with the coach attendant. When I asked for the hand towel, he said like he doesn't want to provide. And I was like, he doesn't want to provide or it is not provided. So it's like he said, no, I will provide it. The funny part was also that on the packet there is nothing mentioned what will be provided to. So as you can see, it is just a simple instruction in Hindi written over there, and the department and the zone and division mentioned on it. So I was like, okay, there is something like a mess. And ideally speaking, on the packet itself it is mentioned, one hand towel, 2 bedsheet is provided. Anything is missing, please contact coach attendant. The coach attendant was in a state saying that people don't return it, so that is why we don't provide it. I'll provide it to you, I know you. I was like, how do you know me? And I wanted to ask him, but I was like, forget it. Let's complete my breakfast first, because the more the conversation goes on, the more the thing just proceeds on and on. And he's like, then eventually he gave me, that's not a problem. But people take the hand towel back to their places or wherever they want to, and what all they do it, that's not right. Unnecessary, these people have to take these kind of steps, and then it becomes like a messy kind of thing. If you don't need it, give it back to them. If you need it, then ask for it and take it if it is there, and return it where your seat is. Ideally speaking, they are also obliged to do a duty of providing the hand towel and bed sheet just before you. Actually, they are obliged to give you all the things, and then they have to take it half an hour before you leave the seat. So that's how the process works. But it is really impractical to say, because when the seats are 80 and the stops are too many, to keep an account, yes, they are obliged to do that duty, but sometimes it becomes way too tough. And I think that is something which railways should consider about it. Either remove this complete process of hand towel or introduce it, but do something like a refundable thing or something. I don't know. We are approaching Kishanganj now. Let's see the arrival at Kishanganj, and after that we will see a very late running, longest India's train, that is Vivek Express. I think it is running late by 12 hours. Let's see the arrival at Kishanganj from outside.
अनुरोध है कि आप अपना ID कार्ड के साथ स्टॉल पर रहें। एक आवश्यक सूचना सभी स्टॉल वेंडरों से अनुरोध है कि आप लोग पूरा और ID कार्ड।
So we have reached Kishanganj and we have reached here a little bit late and we are about to depart. And the interesting part, coach attendant said that this particular train really gets jam-packed at Rusera Ghat, which is a stop before Samastipur. Samastipur is a very important place. And I was like, really? So he said like, yes, sleeper and general class, you can't even board it. It will be that condition. So I was like, okay, I'll share this in this journey experience that if in case you're traveling in sleeper class, be aware that there would be a lot of crowd in sleeper class and it would be very tough to traverse into the toilet or anywhere because a lot of people board it. People are still boarding it. So that's how it is. Now let's see some interesting skips, crossings and when we reach Katihar, because Katihar is a very important station and that is where I have booked the food also. We should be reaching by 12 I think at Katihar. Let's see how the food will also be there. Let's enjoy some non-stop action from Kishanganj till Katihar. So those were some interesting skips and crossings, and yeah, we saw both the Rajdhani Express bound for Dibrugarh. So you go by this train to Delhi or you go by this train to New Jalpaiguri. You can easily spot both the Rajdhani Express bound for Dibrugarh or bound for New Delhi respectively. So We are currently running on the single line section, and after the last stop which I showed to you, the line is single line till Katihar. Now we should be reaching Katihar on time. It could be possible we might also reach before time. Let's see when we reach there. I'll also show you the food that I have got or ordered, and we will see how the taste is also. So let's see the arrival at Katihar junction, and then we will see how the food is. So we have reached Katihar 10 minutes before time. So the total halt will be of 20 minutes. 10 minutes before time plus 10 minutes schedule time. I'm still waiting for the food to be arrived. It is almost 11:45 and the guy has not come. So what I checked outside also, but he doesn't looks to be anywhere near. So I'll call him right now. Let's see whether the food is delivered or not. And that is why I always recommend to go for cash on delivery. Well, if something happens, if you miss something, don't have to worry about like getting the refund or anything like that. So anyways, generally they don't miss it, but it can happen. So that's how it is. Let me check once again outside, and if I get food, I'll definitely let you know how it is. So as you can see, we have just exit from the Katihar junction station, and the delivery guy came just before the departure. So I was just searching for him. I called him multiple times, but the call couldn't get connected, and he was delivering many people. Instead, in my coach itself, he delivered I think 2 people, and then he came to me also. So he has to deliver many people, and there are many AC coaches behind, so that could be possible that he was delayed. So just be patient, just keep your cash ready, so that whenever he comes, you can promptly give him the cash and he can give you the food, and he is also free and you are also free. Now let me show you what I've got. That is the dal rice, which costed me 160 rupees. And this is a simple thing I have got. I don't like the side pantry food or something like that which costs 130 or any random price, because I'm not sure about the quality. I'm not sure about the quality about this also. There the complaint process and all those things are really very tedious and difficult, because this is side pantry, not the normal pantry car, and yeah, you can question and query through 139 and Rate Mother, but here the questionability is different, and I'll tell you how. This you can rate it and also complain. So if you give a bad rating, then it will impact the seller. So when the bad rating comes, it will be lesser orders for them in future. So they mean business, so they have to at least keep a benchmark. I'm not saying all the foods are good, but it would not be the case that it would be horrible. I personally feel that way, because they have to ultimately think about the business also and consider about how the rating is. So let's see the meal now, and let's see how this dal rice is, and then we will also see Kosi River Bridge and many more things coming up in our journey. So this is how the dal rice looks. So this is the like 2 section of dal, and this is all the rice, and the quantity looks really good. And let me see how the taste is, and once I have it, I'll let you know how it is. So we have reached Kagaria 5 minutes before time, and the run has been okay. I mean, we did a run of around like 100 km per hour speed and not over that. And many times it slowed down. It didn't stop anywhere. So overall, the run has been fine. I would say not too fast like Rajdhani Express. I think if dynamic fare is not applicable on the fare, then from New Jalpaiguri to Delhi, Rajdhani Express is definitely better. I mean, this train doesn't have that great priority and too much of time, and that is why we are 5 minutes here before time. We were before time at Katihar, and the next stop Nusera Ghat and Samastipur. If it runs properly, even at 100, it will definitely be at before time. So the time allotment is 2. Although from Kagaria to Samastipur, it is single line. The clearance is given. Let's get back to our train because it is going to start. So this railway line which you see, which we have just left and we have moved towards the right hand side, you can see our train is performing the change over there, is the railway line which goes towards Barauni. And this is actually the main line which many trains from Patna towards New Jalpaiguri use, including the Vande Bharat and also the Rajdhani Express, which is 12424 and 12423. So we have reached Rosera Ghat, our next halt after Kagaria Junction, 15 minutes late, and the people on the platform is just amazing. I mean, the crowd is just phenomenal, and it is simply amazing to see like how many people will board the sleeper and general class, and I think even the 3AC and 3AC economy. I mean, it would be in really terrible state right now. Not sure why so many people board from here, as if like there are no other options or what, I don't know. The clearance is given, so our locomotive will start, driven by Loco pilot, and we should be seeing a crossing with the Muzaffarpur Express. So let's see. I think it should happen at the next station itself. I'll try to capture that. This is a single line section, so one train has to stop before proceeding ahead. So this time they have like stopped that particular train, I think one station from ahead from here. Let's see where that happens, the crossing. And I'm just speechless about the crowd. I mean, the coach attendant first only warned me that there would be a lot of people at Rosera Ghat, and he was damn true. I mean, he has seen this daily, and it's just phenomenal. Let's see the crossing, and then we will reach the very important station, Samastipur Junction. So we have reached Samastipur with a delay of 5 minutes, and that delay actually happened because the chain pulling that happened at Rusera Ghat took a lot of time. The loco pilot eventually had to get down, then go back, and then come back again to its locomotive, and then it started to operate. After that, the run was fantastic. It was a lot of delay, and I think the problem in general and sleeper was very immense. Coaches are very less, and the demand is extremely high. So I think something has to be done about the sleeper in general classes being low in number, and the demand is still very high. So the train either has to be longer or the coach composition has to be revised. Let's see when we reach Muzaffarpur, which is not even 50 minutes from here. You can get online food here also, but the options are less. So I opted out from here and I decided to have at Katihar itself. Even Muzaffarpur you can get food, but that would be very late. We have reached Muzaffarpur with a delay of more than 20 minutes and we are still waiting at Muzaffarpur, and yeah, this is a very important station in Bihar and the crowd is immense. I couldn't capture the arrival properly because there were a lot of people who wanted to get down, and the other side was freight. Anyways, let's see when we depart from here. The fast crossing which I showed between Samastipur and Muzaffarpur, well, that was really very good, and the train was doing many a times more than 100 km per hour speed. So that was really very good. The only time it slowed down was when it had to like pass a station through the loop line due to the freight occupying the main line. So overall, the infrastructure definitely needs an upgrade, and there is a lot of scope, and the demand also at the same time is extreme. People all over in Bihar travel a lot. Actually, I should be saying all over India travel a lot, but from Bihar there is a lot of demand. Now the train has started from Muzaffarpur and the time is 4:39. So let's see our further journey from here till Hajipur, which is very close to Patna, and the distance is around like 55 kilometers.
New Delhi Express, New Jalpaiguri से चलकर
So we have just departed from Hajipur and I was a little bit late because there was a lot of people on the platform, and we stopped also for a lesser duration. We are scheduled to stop for 5 minutes, but our train started hardly in 3-4 minutes time. and even though it was a stop and start kind of start, yet we are departing from Hajipur. The delay is still same 20-25 minutes, and I think that will be only covered when we reach Chhapra, because from Sonpur to Chhapra the timing is allotted a lot and the distance is not that much. So let's see when we reach Chhapra whether we are on time or not. So far there is not too much of a delay, but still the delay is there, and that is precisely because of the incident happened at Rosera Ghat. We would be seeing Gandak River Bridge, so that is really very good to watch, and I'll show you that. So let's see that, and then we will reach Sonpur Junction, which is also a station which caters to people of Patna, because Patna is very close by from here, and it is just like the river, that is Ganga river, you have to cross and you would be in Patna. So Patna is on the other side and Hajipur is on this particular side. You can even reach by car or something like that, like buses or anything, but Sonpur would be much more easier and convenient, I feel. Let's see the Gandak River Bridge and then the arrival at Sonpur Junction. You're wondering where we would be crossing Ganga River, because we just crossed Gandak River and we reached Sonpur, and we haven't crossed Ganga River Bridge anywhere. Well, that is because our train takes a route wherein we would be crossing Ganga River tomorrow morning. So I request you to watch the video till the end, or if in case you want to see that bridge, because that bridge is also very good. you can just skip forward and you can see it. Because by the time we reach Chhapra, it would be sunset, and after that, it is completely dark. So there is nothing to show outside, and that too it depends whether we reach on time or not. Because when I checked what is the sunset time at Chhapra Junction, then it is 6:46, and our scheduled arrival is at 6:45. So let's see whether we reach there on time or late or before time. I don't think we would be before time. Tomorrow also it will be very important what is the punctuality of our train, because in the morning we would be having one important stop, Moradabad, after which comes Ghaziabad. So if we are on time, by the time I wake up, Lucknow would have been already gone by. Because Lucknow comes I think 4 or before 4. So that is quite early. So we'll see all these things. The series of event will be unfolding. Most importantly, between Moradabad and Delhi, there are many important stations like Bareilly, and I'll be showing the skip of that also, and interesting skips and crossings along with the Ganga River Bridge and any other river bridge which I could possibly share. As far as night food is considered, like dinner, if you want the option, Chhapra would be the best place. I think online services available over there. You can even get it at Siwan, but Siwan would be after Chhapra, so that is not too far also. So you can get there also. And if you're waiting till Gorakhpur, then it would be 10 o'clock. And if the train gets delayed, then it would be like a late meal for you. So if you're fine waking up awake late night and having your dinner, then no problem with that. Gorakhpur is also a very good option. So these are like a few options where you can get the dinner. If you want side pantry option, then you can try. So that is why, as far as my personal experience in this journey so far has been, I think this train really needs a revision and timing, and along with that, it needs to be speeded up. And also, Rajdhani Express is definitely a much better option, especially if you are not being charged with dynamic fare. So just check the pricing before booking this particular train. I think you can get a better option, and you can probably reach earlier from New Jalpaiguri to Delhi if you go by 12424. So, I'm sorry, 1242. So that is something which is my personal experience. Cleanliness is not up to the mark, definitely. This train is started from New Jalpaiguri, but the stinking smell is there in 2 AC toilet. Forget about what the condition would be in 3 AC, 3 AC economy, and I don't even want to speak about sleeper class. So those classes, you can complain, they would come, they would clean, but the main cleaning should have been done from New Jalpaiguri itself. So in cleanliness, it is not up to the mark. In punctuality and priority, it is okay and decent. We still have to see whether we reach Delhi on time or late. Generally, what I have seen in the past, it never reaches on time at Delhi. Most of the time, at least it is delayed by 10-15 minutes minimum. So we'll see what happens in this particular. If it reaches on time, well, then it would be a new change, and it would be a pleasant change, I would say. So all these things are like my personal experience. Food is also a bit of tricky. Yes, Katihar is an option. Samastipur, Muzaffarpur is also option. Online services are option. But in Bihar, online services have to evolve furthermore. I personally feel the options are still very much less as compared to if you travel on the Delhi, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, such kind of. Their options are much better and much more. So that is something which is my experience. Journey experience in order to watch outside, fantastic. No problem with that, especially if the climate is wonderful. And you would definitely be able to explore Bihar, especially in depth. Because right from the first stop till sunset and beyond sunset, it will be Bihar. So Bihar exploration by this train is fantastic, and that would be applicable in both directions. So that is something which is the big plus I could say. And the other thing which I would recommend is if you are going by any other train, like any other super fast train or anything, then just check what is the timing and what is the convenience about it, because other trains also have equally high demand and they also pretty much take a similar amount of time. So it depends on which train you choose and what is the seat available. Now let's see the arrival at Chhapra Junction. and then we will see how further a journey unfolds. And if in case it is on time, then after Chapra Junction I would plan to have a little bit light meal. I'm not planning to have a serious dinner or something, so I won't be buying anything from outside in the evening, right? I don't think we are far away from Chapra right now. It has been a good talk, so let's see Chapra Junction now.
From New Jalpaiguri via Katihar, Muzaffarpur to Delhi via Gorakhpur, Lucknow. There is rising on platform number 2.
So we have reached Chapra Junction almost 10 minutes late, and this delay was because last 12 kilometers we did time pass. So that's how the delay happened. And if this continues, every station we would be late. Siwan is not too far from here. It is just 60 kilometers odd from here. So we could reach there also on time. But let's see how the run is. So sunset has happened, and now pretty much everything will be dark. I think Bagh Express is arriving. Let me show you the arrival of Bagh Express at Chapra Junction, which is arriving at platform number 4. Then I'll have my so-called small dinner, and we will also see the departure of ours from Chapra Junction when it happens. Let's see the arrival first of Bagh Express, and we will also find out when we reach Siwan Junction. But let's see the Bagh Express arrival. So we have reached Siwan, an important station in Bihar, with a delay of 24 minutes. And I'm not sure why the delay was there, because the run was very good. It was doing consistently above 100, and yet it was late. So whatever is the reason. Anyways, I am feeling a lot sleepy now because I have been awake from 4:30 in the morning. So what I'll do is, after the departure from here, I'll take some rest. See you in the morning, and I'll let you know how the punctuality is in the morning. Goodbye for now. See you in the morning. Very good morning, and we have just skipped Shahjahanpur very cautiously because we had to do multiple track changeover. There was freight on the line, and we are late by more than 1 hour as per the current status. Actually, at Lucknow we were late by almost 2 hours or around 2 hours. So the delay of this particular train has kept on increasing in the night, and I was thinking that officials should speed up this train, but now I am thinking that they should at least try to run this train on time. I mean, the punctuality is really pathetic, especially after being allotted so much time. So the time wastage, the priority given by controllers is seriously to the level of zero, I suppose. Anyways, now we would be seeing some interesting skips. I hope so. We don't get any further stops, because whenever the train stops or crawls like this, even a short distance is a long distance. And if the train runs very fantastic or at its possible permitted maximum speed, then even a long distance is not a long distance. That's how it is. And let's see when we reach Moradabad. Before that, we will see Bareilly skip and Rampur skip. And let's see when we reach Moradabad. I hope if it runs properly, then the delay could be covered up. And after that, there is directly Ghaziabad. And there is even Ganga River Bridge and many crossings and stuff to be seen. So let's explore this morning. It is a very fantastic climate right now. It is not even 7:30 in the morning right now, but it's superbly pleasant, nice, cool, wind is blowing. Amazing. Let's enjoy further this beautiful climate and some interesting high-speed run which our train could possibly do, and let's see if it does or not. So that was a beautiful shot. On the bridge we met another train, and we have been stopped at Bilpur station. This is not a stop of our train. Actually, our stop is directly Moradabad, and we have been stopped because there is Chandigarh bound Dibrugarh Chandigarh Express ahead of us, and two more trains ahead of that train. And all these three trains have stops at Bareilly, and Bareilly is not too far from here. So I'm not too positive whether we would be seeing the skip of Bareilly or not. More importantly, I am now very positive that the Vande Bharat Express, which is behind us, bound for Dehradun from Lucknow, would probably overtake us. The reason is because that train has good priority, and if we are stopped like this and if we are not allowed to go ahead of the trains ahead of us, then we obviously have to stop till the time they complete the stops at Bareilly. So very high probability that we could be overtaken by Vande Bharat Express. We will find out that also, whether it happens or not, and if it happens, I'll definitely show you. So let's see how the series of events take place, and following which we should reach Moradabad with the same amount of delay. Something expected and something unexpected. So we stopped at Bareilly Junction, so that was expected because we are trailing those 2-3 trains ahead of us, and they kept on moving ahead of us in spite of loop line being empty, and we don't have a scheduled halt over here. So I'm not sure why they haven't provided a scheduled halt. I mean, like, if the train can stop here for 3 minutes randomly, provide a scheduled halt. What is the need of not providing it? Just like how you have kept it in Bihar. I mean, there should be some priority if in case the train is not scheduled to halt at a particular place. Especially if it is followed by some high priority trains like AC Double Decker Express and Vande Bharat Express. So they are still behind us, so that was unexpected. So that is a stereotype section controlling which happened. That is, all the trains will run back to back, no overtaking, nothing. And whether you stop or don't stop, that will continue. Let's see how further the series of events happen till we reach Moradabad. Do we really overtake any train or not, or if we are just going to proceed just like that? Let's enjoy the scenes outside. The climate is really fantastic. So we have reached Moradabad after 10 o'clock and the delay is still there of almost around like 1 hour 45 minutes. The train would not be stopping for too long. I have seen that the clearance is already given. We were not overtaken by Vande Bharat Express, but Vande Bharat Express did overtake AC Double Decker Express. So if in case it arrives and I can get a capture of it, I'll definitely show that to you. From here, the run is directly till Ghaziabad, and we should be seeing the Ganga River Bridge. I'll definitely try to capture, even though it is raining quite a lot, and the climate is really cool and pleasant. And this is the passenger train which is waiting to depart. The signal clearance is given for that particular train also. So let's see the departure from Moradabad, and then when we reach Ghaziabad, I'll let you know that also. If anything else needs to be shown, I'll share that also. Clearance is given. Our train is about to depart now. Now let me show you the Ganga River Bridge. It is very important, following which we will see Hapur Junction skip, and then we should be reaching Ghaziabad, and we will find out when we reach Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad is very important because from there one line from Kanpur joins us, so we can expect a parallel arrival or something like that. So let's see how that turns out, and how and when we reach to Delhi. That is the final thing which is to be noted. So I had thought that I would be showing a fast speedy skip of Hapur Junction, but that is not to be happened, and we have been looped, and now we are stopped at Hapur Junction. It could be possible that we might be overtaken by the Lucknow Anand Vihar Terminal Double Decker Express, the AC one, because that is not too far. I'm not really sure what this so-called legendary section controlling is. When the opportunity and the time was to overtake, it wasn't, and now we are looped. We are not too far from Ghaziabad, but if this particular halt continues, don't know when we will reach Ghaziabad. Let's find out that. So we have arrived at Ghaziabad at 12:48, and the delay is continuous, and yes, we are late. We are officially late, and we would be late at New Delhi. No doubt about it. The reason is because the scheduled arrival time at New Delhi is 12. That was expected. Now let's see the Yamuna River Bridge after the departure from Ghaziabad, and then we will see when we reach New Delhi. So we have reached 1 hour 40 minutes late at New Delhi railway station. So if in case you have any connecting flight or train, then please make sure to have a sufficient gap. Otherwise you could miss that. And this train priority and punctuality is really a big question mark. Still have any questions, queries or suggestions, feel free to ask through the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching the video so far. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Always travel safe, take care and be happy.